Let's welcome Janet Adams from Singularity NFT.
Good morning, Denver. Awesome to be here. Just ran round the back to get my mic up when I could see Charles was wrapping up, and he said, "I'm never leaving. This is my home." Well, it's a very strange thing, but for me, Colorado feels like my home. I've been coming here since 2004. Denver is my happiest airport to land into. And Cardano is like my home. I'm SingularityNET, Janet Adams, Chief Operating Officer. I go to a lot of conferences around the world, and I always say, when I come to Cardano, it feels like coming home. So thanks for having me, Denver. Thanks for having me, Rare Evo. Thanks for having me, Cardano community. And let me talk you through very exciting things that are going on at SingularityNET and why SingularityNET, Cardano are poised to collectively, with other partners in blockchain, to collectively take Cardano, SingularityNET, the decentralization movement to a vastly huger audience. Now, how do I click through my slides, or is someone clicking for me? Thanks. Righty. So, knowledge. Knowledge equals power. Knowledge has long been, this slide is supposed to be rendering some graphics, but never mind. Knowledge has always been power, and power equals wealth. Humans have used symbols, have used symbology, they've used song, we've used story, we've used drawings, we've used art, we've used many ways of communicating knowledge to each other, but the speed, and the depth and the size of the knowledge that we can communicate to each other is dramatically accelerated through this blockchain and artificial intelligence era. We have got multiple types of knowledge. We have declarative knowledge, we have procedural knowledge, we have motoric knowledge. There are knowledge that work together in the human brain, creating this emergent system that we know of as humans. Humans, of course, are the most intelligent beings in the universe that we know of. And so what we're doing, we're working at SingularityNET to become the new layer 3 knowledge blockchain layer. This is the first day we've announced this here to our closest, our best friends at Cardano here in Denver. So to remind you who SingularityNET is and what we do, we are, of course, a decentralized AI marketplace, crowdsourcing the best and developers from around the world, which I'm sure include many of you here. We have our AI, which is our domain-specific language, and our domain-specific language is the perfect glue for gluing AIs together in this new era of neuro-symbolic large language models, which I will come on to. We have our OpenCog Hyperon framework, which is our unique API and D platform, which enables all different types of AI to integrate and work together, thus achieving a higher level of emergent intelligence. Of course, we have our fantastic ecosystem, and now we're adding knowledge blockchain layer 3. Right, am I now switched, Mike? Thanks. Okay. So you all know our ecosystem. We've got NewNet coming up speaking next. We have Kabir, Ilya, Jennifer here. Say hi, guys. Then we have Rejuve AI, our decentralized longevity network, launched earlier this year. We have Cogito, which has recently undergone a pivot towards T-bills and securities, and will be offering those directly to AGIX and ADET token holders, moving away from USDC-centric blockchain domination. Jam Galaxy is here today. We're going to talk to you about our decentralized music platform. And then we have Mindplex, which is our decentralized media network, which I'm also going to be telling you about today. Let me talk to you briefly about what is in our core technology. A little reminder. Of course, our decentralized AI marketplace, our OpenCog Hyperon, our connectivity level, and we're bringing all of these together in a number of humanoid robot applications. So we're currently working with the Grace robot, which is our Awakening Healthcare, elderly healthcare robot, and our humanoid AGI, which is being deployed into the Desdemona robot in our Yaya Labs commercial, popular, culture project to bring Desdemona decentralized AI, blockchain, to a much, much wider audience outside of blockchain by bringing her to the global stage as a pop star. So where are we today with AI? Well, you've all noticed clearly we're having an AI summer, and that's fantastic. It's brilliant to be here. It's brilliant to see how the research work, the brilliant mind of Dr. Ben Goertzel and his incredible team, how 3 decades of research into the most advanced AGI tools on the planet is now coming to fruition. There's nothing more powerful than an idea whose time has come, and now is the time for artificial general intelligence. But what we see today, we see ChatGPT was the fastest growing product in the history of humanity. 9,900% growth in its first 3 months. ChatGPT is showing the world that you don't have to have a PhD in maths in order to use artificial intelligence to expand your capabilities and your abilities. However, as Charles was talking about trust, there's this real growing trust gap with artificial intelligence today. How do LLMs use our data? What are they basing their conclusions on? What is the output of a large language model or any deep neural network based on? The problem with a deep neural network is it can completely hallucinate. How many people here have used ChatGPT? And that's like pretty much everyone. You're a great crowd. How many people have had ChatGPT produce something absolutely heinously, hallucinatorily wrong? Right, that's nearly everybody as well. So this is the giant issue with deep neural networks. Deep neural networks are a very, very powerful form of artificial intelligence. It's the AI technique on which DNNs are based. But all they can do is do a statistical estimate of what might come next. They have no knowledge. And I'm going to come on to how knowledge and SingularityNET is going to plug that gap. And once we can plug that gap, we're then able to use large language models to dramatically transform many, many industries, processes, right across vertical sectors. They're very opaque, deep neural networks. Nobody can actually explain what they do. We can run other models on top of DNNs to determine, to assess, to estimate why they've come up with their decision, but we can't actually ever tell for certain why they've made the decision they've made. And finally, they have no creativity. They are merely imitative. They imitate previous data. They're not able to adapt in real time to a changing world, to changing social norms as humans continue to progress forwards. And they're very, 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 very resource intensive. So these are the issues. And this is why SingularityNET is coming forward to solve for these weaknesses and enhance the strengths of large language models.
Help Rare Evo showcase a variety of stake pool operators and their missions around the world. Vote for Rare Evo Catalyst Proposal number 106811, facilitating SPO travel and media production at high-value blockchain events worldwide.
And the method by which we're doing this is, of course, via knowledge graphs. Now, who here has ever heard of knowledge graphs? Okay, not so many. If I asked you this a year ago, it would probably be no one had ever heard of knowledge graphs, because the industry at large, the artificial intelligence industry, has been focusing for the last decade on relatively simple, narrow AI industry-applied use cases using deep neural networks. If you're working for an organization like Google or Microsoft or DARPA or the government somewhere, you have a goal. You have to achieve something, a product or a weapon within a specific period of time. And the quickest way to do this in the last 10 years has been by using deep neural networks. And so what we've seen is the vast majority of AI practitioners across the globe have focused on DNNs. Now, of course, at SingularityNET, we also have a very large language model laboratory, and we work extensively with large language models and DNNs in our Grace robot, in our work with the Sophia robot, our Desdemona robot. However, our core research at SingularityNET has always been neural-symbolic artificial intelligence techniques using knowledge graphs as the grounding for all of our algorithms. And in 2023, the whole world of technology, of AI, has realized that what deep neural networks need is knowledge. And they need neural symbolic techniques, probabilistic logic reasoning techniques. And lo and behold, that is exactly our speciality at SingularityNET. How great is that? Thank you, thank you, thank you. So as we move into the era of smart neural symbolic large language models, decentralized AI on blockchain, SingularityNET is in pole position, together with our partners, Cardano, to really transform the fabric of the internet over the coming 2 to 3 to 7 years. We'll do that with knowledge graphs, with our logic network, through our complex systems, and of course, we always use evolutionary techniques as well. So how does the knowledge layer look? This is a little bit of a complicated slide. I'm not going to spend too long on it. But what we're building on the SingularityNET platform is we're building a series of knowledge tools. And if you think about it, 10 years ago or 2017, which was when I started studying my master's degree in AI, everyone used to say, data is the fuel of AI. Data is the oil of AI. But what we're now coming to realize is that data without knowledge is almost completely useless. If an algorithm can only very simply crunch one type of data without ever understanding how it's grounded in real life, how it relates to human conditions, human issues, use cases, the problems in the world that we need to resolve with AI, without knowledge, data is virtually useless. So we are now entering the knowledge era of artificial intelligence. SingularityNET is proud to be spearheading this movement into the knowledge era with our knowledge layer, blockchain layer 3 SingularityNET knowledge that we're sharing with all the world. Because knowledge equals power, power equals wealth, and if we're decentralizing access to wealth, the first step surely has to be decentralizing access to knowledge. And knowledge is one thing, but how can it be stored in a way that can enable multiple complex and different computing methods to apply to that knowledge, to combine different types of knowledge? Let's say you've got declarative knowledge. That's like your facts and beliefs. Let's say I declare I'm in Colorado right now. And then I have sensory knowledge. I declare I'm speaking in front of all you fabulous, wonderful people. Then I have motoric knowledge. My system, my muscle memory knows to keep speaking while I'm talking to all of you people. I'm combining, as a human, I'm combining so many different types of knowledge from my knowledge database in order to give this talk to you today. And what we're doing at SingularityNET is creating tools that will enable this type of cognitive synergy to emerge in our AI tools, bringing us to artificial general intelligence, which at SingularityNET, we're currently estimating a 3 to 7 year timeline for. So if we assume that in 3 to 7 years, SingularityNET will have invented AGI, and that will be the dominant technology of its time, what's going to happen in the meantime? Well, what's going to happen in the meantime is knowledge graph, knowledge-informed, neural symbolic powered large language models. We see these as being the next great big movement in technology, and it will be started here in Denver with our friends in Cardano. So we'd be building LLM connectors, we'd be building query optimizers, we'd be building reasoning and logic optimization that can sit on top of knowledge graphs. We'll have a knowledge graph builder, we'll have a knowledge graph editor, knowledge graph visualizer. We are going to bring all of the knowledge of the world together into one place, coded with a set of tools that can use it for multiple use cases across multiple industries, whether it's DeFi, art, creativity, metaverse, gaming, computing, hardware, optimization, whatever the application layer, knowledge graph backed, smart, neural symbolic LLMs are set to revolutionize search, select, and human interface to the world at large. We'll be doing this via our platform services. We have our project based in the Middle East called Zarka, building neural symbolic LLMs, and we are bringing these all together on our marketplace with our OpenCog Hyperon service tools, underneath which, of course, will sit our knowledge graph with all of the information of the world. We have NewNet, providing decentralized computing, which Kabir is going to talk to us through. And then, of course, we work with our layer 1, layer 2 blockchains, Cardano, Hypercycle, and others. Who's excited? Are people excited by this? Thanks. What we want to say to all our Cardano community, and I saw so many of you are builders, please come along and build with us. We're very shortly about to release staking on Cardano. It passed its audit last week, and so we're into beta testing in the next few days. Come work with us. As soon as we have staking on Cardano, we'll be moving to port the platform. We want you to come and build knowledge graphs with us. Help us decide what are the most useful knowledge graphs for the most applicable use cases. Help us build tools, help us come and build our models, fine-tune our models. So, you know, we see at SingularityNET, we're completely supportive of the Cardano community, of the Cardano blockchain. We see this being the most advanced, scientifically, mathematically rigorous blockchain, and we are absolutely committed to driving our partnership together into the AI revolution and onto the AGI revolution by the end of this decade. Here's a little bit about phasing. So right now, where are we? Phase 1, we're heading into building some knowledge graphs. We'll be expanding our LLMs. We'll be looking at different forms of hybridization of DNNs with other forms of neural symbolic techniques, and how to best stitch neural symbolic techniques and knowledge graphs together into large language models to increase their fluidity, to increase their ability to deal with ambiguity, to decrease their hallucinations, and to really turn them into a tool that can deliver the promises of automation, the promises of large language models, which so far have been unrealized. So our first phase, we'll be growing out the platform, we'll be building our basic starting tools, building our knowledge graphs, and then we come into phase 2, which we see as the era of the neural symbolic LLM. This is the race that's on. This is what all of big tech are racing for now. Neuro-symbolic AI, hate to break it to you, is way harder than applied AI. It's taken us 3 decades to get our technology to the point where it's ready to be used. Our distributed atom space, our meta-functional programming language, optimized for artificial intelligence and for AGI, and the rest of our fantastic tooling and tools. So we see us now entering a phase of the neuro-symbolic LLM backed by knowledge graphs as a step towards AGI, but which will be radically different when AGI actually arrives, which will be phase 3, when Hyperon AGI finally replaces the neural symbolic LLMs. So we're already planning to retire them in somewhere in the region of 3 to 7 years. Could be a little bit of a margin of error around that. Right, so having told you all about all the exciting things we're up to at SingularityNET and unveiled our new knowledge graph-led strategy for our blockchain layer 3 to be the leading knowledge blockchain layer 3. I'm delighted to introduce my wonderful colleague, Patrik Gudev. Patrik joined SingularityNET. He joined the ecosystem he was voted for in deep funding. Some of you may have voted for Museverse in deep funding, and we've recently completed a merger to bring Patrik fully into the SingularityNET family as CEO of Jam Galaxy, and he's going to talk to you about this.
Thank you very much. Hey. Thank you very much. So let's talk about music now.
Woo!
Who likes music here? Raise hands. Nice. We have a lot of folks here who likes music. So I want to ask a few questions here. What is the core value of music? What is the essence? What is the foundation? And what is the musician's dream in music? So we believe in Jam Galaxy that the main values is creativity. If you are an artist, you want to create and you want to express yourself with music. Express your emotions, your feelings, your things that you love. And that's the way how you're expressing. You're putting part of yourself in the music. That's one of the main core value of music. Another one is connectivity. How artists can connect with fans, with other musicians, and how they can make music together, play music together, jam music together, sing karaoke. That's the connectivity part. Music is international language of all the people. And we believe that the connectivity is really one of the core values as well. And lastly, there is a dream of musician is having it as a job, being independent and make it as a living, not to have to go to work and just be creative and be a musician. And these are the values we are asking ourselves, how we can leverage technology like blockchain and AI, and how we can change the music industry. So, what is the future of music industry? We believe that for the creativity is AI music tools is the answer. Not the AI music generative model that's going to create you the whole track. Of course, that's important, it's going to be big for commercials and so on. But we believe that the foundation and the importance is to have a music tools that's going to help boost your creativity. How to create new unique sound that is going to be original, it's going to be yours, it's going to be something you want to express yourself. Also, how to have arrangement of a track that as being a good, high-quality song. That's the creative part. Another one is connectivity. You know, we all are sitting here using mobile phones, are connected to internet. Everything is becoming online, in a cloud, And we believe that the revolution in music is going to be online. It's going to be that you can be anywhere in the planet, in some cabin, in a small city, in the mountains, but you will be able to have a voice to speak to millions of people because of the infrastructure, the connectivity. So that's a value we believe it's going to revolutionize the music industry. And lastly is the value, how to be musician, how to have it as a job, how to earn rewards that you can be musician as your job. And we believe that the answer is blockchain. And that's why we are here, and that's why we love Cardano. So that's the values we believe in with Jam Galaxy, and that's what we are really hardly trying to make work. How to change these values and how to make a better future for musicians. So let me now introduce Dianne Krouse, president of Jam Galaxy. She's going to talk about community. And thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm really happy to be here today. Really happy to see a lot of your faces. We met a bunch of you last year, of course. I'm Dianne Krouse, president of Jam Galaxy, and also soprano saxophone in the Jam Galaxy band, which is now Desdemona's Dream. And some of you might have met our robot last year, Desdemona, and she's traveling all over the world. She's in Istanbul right now, so she won't be playing this year. But we are going to be having music in our booth, so please stop by. Please stop by and play. We have piano, we have electronic drums, we have a microphone, and we'll probably get out a guitar. And yeah, we'd love to jam. I brought a bunch of chord changes and sheet music. And yeah, Jam Galaxy is all about community, connecting the world, connecting with all of you, and with our friends at SingularityNET, we plan on changing the world with all of you. So thank you for being here today.
Right, am I back on? I'm back on. So we have the Jam Galaxy team with us here today. They're doing lots of great work. Please go around, jam with them at the booth. We also have the Mindplex team with us here today. We have Rui Sagaya, our CEO of Mindplex. Are you here, Rui? To say hi? He's around. Go find him at the booth. Mindplex is our media platform. If you think about it, if you're going to completely reconstruct what it means to be human and create artificial intelligence, decentralized tools, we need a decentralized media platform. A platform which is run by reputation, run by community, contributed by community. And that is the Mindplex platform. Please go meet Rui at our stand and learn all about how it enables connections between creators and influencers. It enables creation, so we have content creation tools for people who want to generate content. And then we have a community-curated experience using our SingularityNET liquid-weighted rank reputation engine. So please come learn all about it. Go to Mindplex and get involved. And my final point is Deep Funding Round 3 is still open. So we'd like to encourage anyone who'd like to build something with AI tools, maybe with knowledge graphs, on our SingularityNET marketplace. Please do come forward and apply for our deep funding. The journey of 1,000 dreams starts with a first step. So thank you very much for listening. Thank you for having us here today, and have a beautiful rest of the conference. Thank you.